Yeah. So, yeah, you know I'm always going to have something to say when I say so. I filmed a video before this, if you can't tell, or maybe this one will come out first and then the next one will come out. You will see that I have the same exact makeup look on. Yes, that's why I have a lot of eye makeup on, because I had a really snazzy velvety black blouse. See, I can't talk. And it looked great with the black blouse. And then I come down here and I put something light and flowy and more comfortable, because the one I had on, you know, had kind of a high collar around my neck, kind of a choker collar. And I went ham with the eyeshadow because I was wearing such a heavy fabric. I thought I'd go ham on the eyeshadow. Well, now that I put this lovely flowy blouse and I'm looking in the monitor, I'm like, wow, makeup doesn't really go with the shirt now, does it? And definitely, yep, I'm using a green screen behind me. So if you're actually watching this video, I was able to key in the green screen. So, I'm also losing my voice. Yes. So let's just wrap this rant up again and let's get on with the video. So now that I've tried to start this video 3 different times, and I'm just going to throw those little flaboos in there. Flaboos? What the heck is a flaboo? Now that I'm just going to go ahead and just keep on talking, and maybe we won't edit this video just because it'll probably be even funnier. So anyway, the reason why I have my phone is because I'm going to read to you the description of each of these fragrances and not just roll it off of the tip of my tongue, because I want you to get a really good feel of what these fragrances smell like. So let me log on to Sephora here. Oh, I had it in the search bar and then my phone turned off and it went away. Okay, so this particular fragrance right here is by Replica. It's actually, the house is named Maison Margiela. This is called Jazz Club. It smells so good. I'm sorry. Told you I'm getting off track. It smells so good. It is definitely a unisexy smell. I have sprayed this on my husband a few times and he actually smells great wearing this. And then when I put it on, I ask him if I smell like a man, and he says I don't. So I love this one. It actually smells, oh, I just love it. With the Replica fragrances, you don't need to go ham and spray it from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. So let me go ahead and read you the description of Jazz Club so you can get a really good feel. So the fragrance family is warm and spicy. The scent type is woody spices. The key notes that you smell initially first is pink pepper. And then after it calms down, you will smell rum absolute. And then the third note is tobacco leaf absolute. And it does smell the very, very back. You can't smell it firstly when you smell the actual, when I'm smelling it in the bottle. I smell the pink pepper and I do smell the rum. But after, see, right there. Now that I kept smelling it, I could smell the tobacco. But initially, if you were to smell this right off the bat, you wouldn't smell the tobacco. It wasn't until I've been smelling it, because I've been screwing up as I've been talking through this video. And now I can smell the tobacco. It smells like a cigar. And I love the smell of cigars. So this is one of my favorite fragrances from Replica. Actually, all of them that I've purchased, there hasn't been one that I don't like. Anyway, my personal opinion. So, love Jazz Club. If you love the smell of cigars and pink pepper and the rum and the vanilla and the neroli oil all mixed together, you will love this. It smells good. It is definitely a unisexy smell, so some of you may not be attracted to that smell, but I am. I love it. It just smells so, so good. I can keep going on and on smelling this particular perfume because it's one of my favorites. All right, so the next one from Replica is called Whispers in the Library. And this was actually a gift from my dad and Mamacita. So this is what I have on today. It smells so good. It's not as unisexy as Jazz Club, but I think a man can wear this. It's a little more muted as far as the smell goes, so it leans towards the feminine side, but I believe a man could wear this, definitely. So the description is of Whispers in the Library is also warm and spicy. The scent type is woody spices. The key notes, so initially you're going to smell pepper essence, then you will smell tonka bean absolute, and then finally, after it calms down, the third note will be cedar wood. I love this one. It's like I said, it's not as strong as Jazz Club. So if you're put off by really super strong fragrances, then this, I think you would like this. It's called Lipstick On, and this is what the outside packaging looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. Very, very simple, but it's very apothecary looking, as well as the bottles are very apothecary looking. It doesn't come with a lid. Your fragrances don't come with a lid. This is how it comes. It's got the beautiful, really skinny rope around the edges, and it's got the silver hardware. And the pump is really good. It's amazing. And then this comes to protect the pump so the pump doesn't break during shipping. And then there's an inner carton and an outer carton. So I love this one because it's pink. I don't know if it's translating well because my hand is, I'm going to try and without dropping it. Can you see that? It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful pinky color, like a pinky red. It is a very unusual type of fragrance. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful. When I read the description on Sephora's website and I read the reviews, because I read reviews on everything. And when I read the reviews on this fragrance, people said that it does smell like a tube of lipstick. That is very true. I do smell that, but not in a bad way. See, because I am a lover of anything makeup. So to me, that is a comforting smell. Lipstick is. It reminds me of my mom. It really does. I don't know why. Or it could be my grandmother. I don't know if you've ever smelled, if any of you are old enough to remember the smell of, I should have brought it down here because my mom gave it to me. It's actually a lipstick case. It's gold. It is a Revlon lipstick case. Revlon used to sell back in the, I think it was the 40s, could be the 50s, because I think this was my grandmother's. It is a beautiful golden lipstick case, and then the tubes of lipstick were about that tall. They were only about that big, and they slid in there, and it had a tiny little sort of oval mirror. And it had a beautiful design on top. And a lot of the makeup companies used to make their powder compacts as well as their lipstick cases like jewelry for your handbag. Because back then in the 40s and the 50s, which is my absolute favorite in history, mostly the 40s, the 20s to about 45, 49 is my jam. So I digress, but they used to make the lipstick and the lipstick cases like jewelry because women were very elegant. Even when they went to the supermarket, I don't know if you've ever seen historical films, they are dressed to the nines from head to toe. Really. And if I were alive back then, that's probably how I would have been as well. I remember, I wasn't around in the 50s, I'm not that old, but I remember in the 70s, my mom would never go to the supermarket without having her face on, lipstick on. Her hair was always done, and she was always dressed to the nines, even to go to the supermarket. she would have lunch and go with her friends, and I would stay with the babysitter, and she would be dressed to the nines from head to toe. So anyway, she used to have my grandmother's makeup bag, and I believe this picture I'm showing you, sorry, I'm losing my voice. I believe this picture I'm showing you was my grandmother's lipstick case. And the Revlon lipstick used to smell very waxy. Now, I believe I still own a couple of tubes of Revlon lipsticks. They are actually probably expired by now. But I remember this particular lipstick. It was like a bright orangey red. And it smelled very waxy. So, that was a long way of making a point. This doesn't smell waxy, but it smells like the Revlon lipstick. And I don't know if my grandmother had a fragrance that was close to this or if it was the lipstick itself. So the smell of lipstick on reminds me of my grandmother's red lipstick, and I think that's why I love it so much. So I love the color. It's a beautiful sort of pinky red. It's gorgeous. I mean, these look amazing sitting on my makeup table. They look wonderful. So let me read you the description of Lipstick On before I make this video any longer than it already is. All right, so the fragrance family is florals, and it does smell very florally, so it's totally different than from Jazz Club or Whispers in the Library. The scent type is a powdery floral, and when I was reading the description and it said powdery floral, I don't tend to gravitate towards I don't tend to gravitate towards powdery florals very often. The key notes are heliotrope accord, iris, concrete, tonka bean absolute. Lipstick On is a modern interpretation of a soft floral fragrance, giving off the impression of softness and classic femininity. This cashmere soft Eau de Toilette fragrance resides within the Replica Memoirs collection, a family of scents designed to evoke personal memories that each one of us can recall. And isn't that funny? I just told you a personal memory. I hadn't read this before. Actually, I did when I purchased the fragrance, but I didn't remember that. But it's funny that I gave you a memory from my childhood. So it also says, yes, that these bottles are inspired by old apothecary jars. So these fragrances are definitely worth the money. They are $135 per bottle, but you only need one spritz. That's all you need. It stays with you all day. Now, Lipstick On and Whispers in the Library are more of a feminine, lightly feminine scent, although I think they do say Whispers in the Library is technically a unisexy smell. They aren't as strong as Jazz Club, so if you want more of a hit you in the face type fragrance, but in a good way, go for Jazz Club. If you want two fragrances that are more feminine, go with Whispers in the Library and or Lipstick On. Hot and dizzy, need something to ground me. Sipping on this. All right, so the last fragrance I have, I actually bought this, I think I purchased this just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Sephora had a 20% off of fragrances. I think they gave you a week to go ahead and use the coupon. So I've been wanting this fragrance for a really, really long time. Now I'm going to show you the box, and as I've had it down here with my green screen, anything that's green is going to key it out. So if you're looking at anything green on the box and it looks sort of highlighted or black, it's because when you have a green screen, it'll key out anything green. That's why you can't wear anything green. So isn't the box just gorgeous? I actually ripped the box. I wouldn't care if it was the back, but I ripped the front. But I like to keep boxes. That's kind of one of my quirks, I guess. I love to keep perfume boxes. I don't know why. In fact, I have the Jo Malone boxes are so pretty. They come with a bow and they're black and cream. Kind of the color of my walls in here, which you've probably never seen. But my door is black and my walls are like a creamy sort of light tan. And that's what the Jo Malone boxes look like. I just love them. I keep them. You know what I put in there? I put in my false eyelashes. That's where I keep them, in my Jo Malone boxes. So I love to keep perfume boxes. My husband gets so mad at me because my husband is more of a neat freak and he doesn't like clutter. Me, I get very attached to something and I don't want to get rid of it. I'm not a pack rat, but I am a pack rat with certain things. So, sorry, the voice is going. So I guess I better quit talking so I can get through this video. So anyway, Gucci Flora is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This is let me show you the front with the writing. This is the limited edition bottle that it comes in. It comes in lavender. So it's a beautiful color. I just love it. And you can also get the Gucci Flora in a beautiful sort of, I wouldn't say mint green. I would say like a deepened celery green. It's very pretty. This is a beautiful smell. I love this one as well. It doesn't last as long as the replica, but it's still pretty good. Whereas the replica will last me, I can smell the replica fragrances even 24 hours later. The Gucci Flora probably lasts for about 12, 13, 14 hours, which is pretty good for a fragrance. So the Gucci Flora Lavender, I got the small bottle. I had smelled it before and I knew I liked it. But when I went to go buy the taller, larger bottle, they were sold out at the time because, like I said, they were running that 20% off coupon. So everybody must have been buying it. So I did end up getting the smaller bottle. This retails for $85. And the larger bottle retails for $115. The larger bottle is 3.3 ounces, 100 mils. And the bottle that I have is 1.6 ounces, 50 mils. So I will read to you the description. Oh, it smells so good. I love all of the Gucci fragrances. They are wonderful. So the fragrance family is floral. The scent type is fruity florals. The key notes are red berries, pear, and white gardenia. And I am a sucker for gardenia perfume. I don't know what it is. Every time I smell gardenias or gardenia perfume, I have to have it. I don't know what it is. I just love it. My husband, just a little side note, my husband purchased for me a perfume from Chanel about, now I would say about 20 years ago. We had moved to Las Vegas and it was for my birthday. Him and the kids went to the mall and actually got me a beautiful handbag, and they bought me 2 different bottles of Chanel perfume. And one of them was the Chanel, it was the limited edition Eau de Toilette of Chanel Gardenia. Now they do carry at high-end stores, or if you find a Chanel boutique, they still do carry the Chanel Gardenia in the parfum. So it's a very small bottle. So it's the old style bottles where you take the lid off and then you use the lid to put it on your pulse points. It's very, very, very expensive. I want to say it's over the $200 mark. I'm not sure how many ounces it is, but I've always wanted to get it, but I can't seem to pull the trigger. The bottle is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. If I could find a photo, I will turn it into a PNG and I will put it here on the green screen. It is a beautiful bottle. That bottle lasted me for 2 years, and when I finally finished it and went back to the store, to Nordstrom's or Neiman's, I can't remember which store I went to. I don't know if it was the anniversary for the House of Chanel or if it was the anniversary of her birthday or her death. I'm not sure. But they had come out with a special limited edition Eau de Toilette. And it's been 20 years and I haven't seen it since. So my only other option is to find, every time I see a parfum that has Gardenia as one of the notes, I have to get it. And this smells much different than the Chanel Gardenia, but I do get that Gardenia fix, if that makes sense. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. That's it, everyone. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it wasn't too long. So if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Also, remember to hit the post notification bell down below so you'll be notified of all of my videos in the future. I thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Ciao. Bye-bye.